Welcome back to the news at 10. Unionists at the 11th Delegates Conference of the Nigeria Labour Congress have vowed to push for a new minimum wage from the government and the organised private sector. The workers' unions say the issues of improved wages and workers' welfare will top the list of priorities for the new leadership of the NLC. The union is currently holding its Delegates Conference in Abuja with the hope of electing a new leadership that will champion the cause of the Nigerian worker in the next 4 years.
Nigerian workers assembled in this hall for what was officially to be the 11th Delegates Conference in the nation's capital. The challenges confronting the nation took center stage. Former president of the Nigeria Labour Congress and governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Oshomole, told the gathering that democracy does not accept service chiefs dictating when the nation's election should be conducted.
I was equipped with my PVC. And I know that many of you were equipped with your PVC. And then suddenly, government magic. They do have explanation to make. What did they see then? What do they see now that they didn't see then? What shall we do in 6 weeks that we did not do in 16 months?
Now, goods and property worth millions of naira have been destroyed following an inferno in some parts of Solu Market in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Narrating their ordeal to Channels Television, some of the affected traders said the fire, which is not the first in recent times, could be attributed to arson. While inspecting the damaged section of the market, the chairman of the Ego local government area, Mr. Victor Enokhabare, frowned on the incident and corroborated the claim of possible sabotage in the incident.
This is what remains of the popular Uselu market in the local government area of Edo State after a fire ravaged a major section of the facility.
Every minute is fire, every second fire. Now this market, now we say they pay our students' school fees. With
smoke still billowing around the market, shop owners converged there, trying to salvage what is left of their wares. On the sidelines, some of the affected traders lamented their loss occasioned by the inferno.
It's like, just like they put a fuel. What we be hearing is pour. So there is no, that is, I can't explain it.
I have about 4 stores here. So the first store just born, I just newly offload. All the first store just feed up with rice and beans. Understand?
When I got the message last night at about 8:45, so I live far away at the local edge road. So getting here now, I see that everything has raised down. I couldn't even remove a pin from the store.
While the shop owners are still counting their loss, the market women leader in the local government area, Christiana Famina, assures them that everything will be done to reconstruct the market.
This is the third time this market will be on fire. By God's grace, my council chairman, he will build it. By God's grace, in the way fire will not enter the market again.
The chairman of the local government area, Victor Enokhabare, who visited the market to commiserate with those affected, blames those he calls enemies of the council for the fire.
I'm appealing to those who are involved. God knows it all. God knows anything that happens to us in life. I am appealing to them to be patient because God knows better than all of us. Whoever placed this thing on fire to put pain in the mind of people, to give bad name to people, Holy Ghost fire will burn them.
In the final analysis, the chairman says as painful as the incident is, it will not stop the council from putting in place a befitting market for the traders, and it solicits everyone's cooperation in that regard.
Oh, sorry for the slight mix-up on the 11th Delegates Conference story. That's the conference on the Nigeria Labour Congress. Well, let's see what the unionists decided at that conference.
This is the second day of the Delegates Conference of the Nigerian Labour Congress for the election of new officials of the Workers' Union. Activists at this conference believe that electing a strong leadership is key to ensuring workers' welfare during national economic hardship.
Mainly since the last economic and financial crisis in 2008. Things are becoming tougher, working conditions, difficult, deregulations, and the labor market also is presenting very difficulties for workers. This is the reason why the role of unions is becoming more and more important. And I think in Nigeria, NLC can play that role because it's a very experienced organization with many members, so they can have influence on policies that will be taken by the government.
The Vice President of the Nigerian Labour Congress says the new leadership of the NLC will have to review the existing minimum wage in the face of high exchange rate.
The value of our pay has eroded, and that's why we're saying that it's time for us to review. Because that minimum wage is supposed to last for 5 years. So it's now open to review so that we don't need to have a big shock. That's why we have put it on the agenda, and you can see that it's going to be debated here, that it's due for review now, and the earlier we put it on the table of the political class, more so now that they are contesting. Interestingly, these issues are not featuring.
Meanwhile, representative of the Swedish Trade Union observed that lack of enforcement of existing labor laws is a major challenge for Nigerian workers.
The situation is a bit worse, and as I can see in Nigeria, it's also a difficulty with minimum wages, with the salaries, and there is maybe not a lack of labor law, but the enforcement of laws as such is normally a problem.
Having cleared aspirants for various positions, delegates are expected to elect their new leaders on Wednesday, which will be the final day of this conference.
First Bank. You first.
Hello, welcome to Business News. I'm Anne Nwawadu. The stockbroking community says that the rescheduled election is responsible for the current trend of negative interest in the equities market. According to the brokers, the shift has renewed low confidence in the Nigerian economy and has also halted the inflow of foreign portfolios.
What it means is that the lull will continue. Those that are waiting will continue to wait because the reason why they are waiting have not become clear. So we would expect this market not to quickly pick up on account that majority of portfolio investors and foreign investors who ran away will not come in a hurry till they know where the pendulum is swinging as per the capital market. So we should brace up for a little longer period of lull in the activities and not price appreciation in particular.
And any fund manager will not want to come to a market where there are a lot of uncertainties, where policies cannot hold, where you have a policy today, tomorrow anything can happen. So you should expect people that they will prefer selling down and hold on to their cash until when they are very sure that the election is coming and the election will go, then they can now start coming back.
Key indicators faced further south today as investors continued to book profit of some blue chip stocks. 9 stocks appreciated in price while 25 declined. Bolaji Akinwale reports.
Welcome to the Stock Market Report. Equity transaction at the Nigeria Stock Exchange continued on a downswing as the all-share index shared 0.8% to close at 29,125.69. The gainers chart was a mix of financial, manufacturing, and conglomerate stocks. Top on the list is Ecobank Transnational Incorporated with 50 kobo. It comes ahead of Dangote Sugar and Honeywell Flour with 27 kobo and 14 kobo each. On the decliners table, petroleum marketing stock, Forte Oil led with a drop of 11 naira 2 kobo. It was followed by Nigeria Brewers and Better Glass with 2 naira 72 kobo and 1 naira 32 kobo. On the volume chart, FBN Holding raked in more than 71 million shares. Guaranty Trust Bank and Access Bank followed with 51.4 million shares and 48.9 million shares. In total, investors staked 4.1 billion naira for 320.7 million shares in 4,116 deals. And that's it on the stock market reports. I am Bolaji Akiwale.
Thank you, Bolaji. Nigeria's forex reserves have dropped by over $724 million in the last month, from $34.51 to $33.78 billion as at February the 6th. This is according to latest data from the central bank's website. In the last 1 year, the reserves have dropped by over $8.72 billion as the CBN stays true to its mandate of ensuring monetary stability and protecting the local currency, the naira. On Friday last week, the Apex Bank intervened in the BDC segment of the forex market, selling $30,000 to interested operators. Well, that's it on Business News. Let's take a quick look at the global market figures for today. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, International Table Tennis Federation announces $46,000 as total prize money for the 2015 Lagos World Tour. That's on Sports News. Stay with us.